mobbed by people. So if you picture like Justin Bieber when he walks out of a club and he's just being mobbed by people, this is the word for harassed. We think of harassed like I'm in the office and one of my coworkers says something flattering to me in a tone, right? That's what we think of for harassment. But in this case, it's when you're bombarded. You're absolutely just like hit with different people, different messages from all over the place. So you think of Justin Bieber getting mobbed, and that's how that word is used throughout the New Testament. It's about being bombarded. And I think that's when they told me I was speaking to high school students, that's the first thing I thought of, right? I feel like as a high school student, as a middle school student, as a college student, you are bombarded by different messages. Who you should be, what you should be doing, who you should date, what you should be doing with that person that you date, right? You're being bombarded by different messages from different people. Your parents are probably bombarding you, right? Maybe you're getting text messages right now, like, why aren't you studying, or something like that. Chris just took the SAT, maybe they're like, are you studying for the next one yet? Right? Maybe. But we're being bombarded by different messages. I know for me, like, part of me understanding what it meant to become like a man, I picked up from social cues, right? From movies like Fight Club. Like, oh, that Fight Club guy seems manly, I should try to do that, so I would be manly, right? I was trying to figure out, based on all these messages. What's up?
You really go all out, like actually, like, go out punching.
So we got better as we got better as we went, right? So like we got pretty good, like at throwing punches and stuff and making contact. But then it's good that we stopped around then. It kind of like fizzled. We lost some momentum. We fizzled out, so we stopped. But by the time we really knew how to hurt each other, we stopped, which is good. Because people who don't know how to fight is kind of okay, but then once you know how to fight, it gets dangerous. Yeah.
You guys had your limitations.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we just ran out of people to fight. That is. Or no, we started breaking. We broke. It's a longer story. But we're talking about harassment, right? I'll tell you guys a little bit about, I guess, where I'm coming from, and then I'd like to hear kind of some of your stories and stuff like that. Cool? I think, when I think of myself, right, like, I grew up, so a little background about me. Hi, I'm Sunroot, for those of you guys. I don't know if you guys call me Pastor Sunroot, or Pastor Root, or Pastor Sun, or, I've been getting different things these past couple weeks.
Sunny D.
Pastor Sunny D. I think I'm pretty flexible about what you guys want to call me. Don't call me like, what are the names you shouldn't call me? Like Daniel, Andrew, William. What other names we have? Like 5 of in the church. Don't call me those. I won't turn around. Don't call me Isaac or Isaiah. What other chicken names? Jack or Jenny. Any of your names, don't call me. Okay. So I grew up being like bombarded. I think the time I felt most bombarded was around high school. And the reason was because I think I was supposed to have all this promise for good grades and all this good stuff. And my mom was so hopeful. And then I started playing, I don't know if you guys have ever played Diablo 2. But don't ever play Diablo 2. It will consume your life. It'll turn you into a shell of the person you once were. Yeah. I played so much Diablo 2. You don't even know. I would start on I'd make an Amazon at 10 p.m. and by the next morning she'd be level 80 something or something like that. You're just Christ, it's playing too much. But all this with the pressure of my parents having expectations on me in terms of who I should be, what I should be doing in school and stuff like that. And I remember feeling a lot of the weight of that, and I felt like my parents turned on me when my grades went south. Once I started getting bad grades, it felt like my family turned on me. And I think it was a really hard time for me. For me, it was a lot of depression. I had a lot of thoughts about suicide. I had a lot of thoughts that were just negative. I mean, everything that I had put my identity into up until that point, which was grades, was now, I guess I realized how easily it could be thrown away. Does that make sense? And it was tough. It was tough dealing with that pressure of that harassment, right? And in the Justin Bieber-ish way. Everyone in my family is telling me, oh, I should go be some fancy lawyer guy, or I should go and get all the best grades, or I need to get into this kind of school, or whatever. And when I wasn't, there's like a fallout. So I'm curious as to what you guys face, right? I don't know, I'm not that connected with young people anymore. I'm getting a little older, a couple more gray hairs. My movie references are out of date. So, why don't you guys tell me? What are some pressures you feel like you're facing? What are the voices that are telling you to be what you're supposed to be?